Jeremy. Switching gears here. Our David Hammer investigation on real estate has uncovered allegations of real estate fraud against a New Orleans man named Jonathan Burden. Now, Burden faces new allegations that he's turned to violence. David joins us now in studio with new criminal charges against Burden. David?
Yeah, Devin, this investigation has taken a decidedly violent turn. I've been investigating those civil fraud allegations against Jonathan Burden for the last year, but this morning we learned that Burden had been arrested, this time for allegedly shooting someone. As we've shown in our unreal estate investigation, Jonathan Burden is brazen on social media about taking down people's properties.
I'm about to take down, and then I'm watching the master at work.
The former owner of this million-dollar mansion alleged Burden got her to sign a backup offer, then used it to hold up the sale of her house until she paid him $85,000. So he ends up coming out winning.
He walks away with $85,000 for putting up not a penny and misleading Miss Stewart.
Later, a federal bankruptcy judge ruled Burden took this house in Central City from a dead woman's estate. Then our investigation found he likely wrote a forged deed to get this house in the Bywater from Derek Preston and his dead mother.
So they need to do something with him. Just get him and hold on to him.
But they did not hold on to Burden, and now the case has turned violent. NOPD arrested Burden on Sunday for allegedly shooting a man in Central City last Thursday evening around 7:30. The shooting happened here at the intersection of Louisiana Avenue and Ferret Street. The victim told police that Burden pulled up alongside him, shot 10 times into his vehicle, and hit him once in the right shoulder. In her arrest affidavit, NOPD Detective Rachel Willey said the unnamed victim is good friends with Burden's ex-girlfriend. In the affidavit, the detective called it an aggravated battery by shooting. But then she had Burden booked for second-degree battery, a lesser charge that usually gives the defendant a lower bond. That surprised Dillard University criminologist Ashraf Esmail.
Attempted murder versus aggravated battery would be the two points that you would be looking at, but the idea that being charged with second-degree battery, given he fired 10 times with a deadly weapon, is very, very surprising and almost shocking.
Burden is now free on $50,000 bond. He doesn't have to appear in criminal court until April 4th. I reached the shooting victim by phone. He said he didn't want to make a statement because he's afraid Burden will come after him again.
If I was in his position, I'd be afraid too. When you're being shot at 10 times, and again, very much targeted, and that the idea that he survived is thankful.
Now, this morning, I reached out to Burden's attorney, Pius Obioha, for comment. He did not respond. I also asked the NOPD why Detective Willey booked Burden on second-degree battery and not aggravated battery or attempted murder charges. Spokesman Barry Fletcher tried to direct me to the district attorney, but I told him the DA decides on formal charges later in the process. So Fletcher then said Burden was charged with second-degree battery, quote, because that was the exact charge the investigating detective determined was appropriate. Devin?